he's here, or because he's my friend. At the beginning, struggle, but we see with Maha, Jagannath, come on. And he came and he was so good that Mahami, we didn't even go to see Guru Maharaj a day. He organized every single, he didn't even ask us for anything. He's expert. Even if Guru need to travel alone, he said, I want to take Jagannath, he can take care. That good, he is Jagannath Kirtananda. So I'm very happy to be with him, such a nice, sincere devotee. Anyway, so we were in a Pundarik Dham, Pundarik Vidyanidhi, in the temple. That was the first deities that Guru Maharaj installed. Sri Radha Valshavanavi Murari. Very powerful, beautiful deities. There are many pastimes. One time, the devotees wanted to offer mango. There were no mangoes. So then the Pujari was thinking how to offer mango to the deities. So one little girl came all dressed, very beautiful, so beautiful. And the Pujari looking at her and she said, have some mangoes for Krishna. So the Pujari took the mango for Krishna, offered to Krishna, turned around. She wasn't there anymore. Other than many amazing places, the place of Radharani. Pundarik Vidyanidhi is Vrishabhanu, the father of Radharani. So it's a very sweet place. Very sweet. When Guru Maharaj goes there, it's like when he goes to Vrindavan. He changed completely. I don't know if you ever been with Guru Maharaj in Vrindavan. Did you ever been? Completely changed. Transformed. Like every time I see him, I'm like completely, I put my consciousness in, I put this red light. Just whatever I think, whatever I do, try to be focused 100% because it changed completely. So in the Pundarik Dham also he became very grave, very only speak important what he needs to speak, nothing else. He keep very silent, he meditates a lot, he prays a lot. It's a very powerful place. And the Pujari, temple president is very small boy. He speaks very nice Bengali, like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. So they call him Chota Maharaj. He's a small Maharaj. He's very knowledgeable, Pandit. He has many dreams. He told me many pastimes about Guru Maharaj and the deities that I won't share today, but very amazing. Yes, very amazing. So after that, we went to Calcutta. Right after Pundarik Dham, we went to Calcutta. So Guru Maharaj was in Calcutta. And I was giving class, so I came late to the room. So I saw Guru Maharaj was sitting in the room alone in God. It was a nice picture because Guru Maharaj was alone. No one was there. The room was, Calcutta room. He has this door dividing. So everyone, all the seven was there talking, ticket, pieces arranged, and Guru Maharaj was waiting with the gamsha. And I can't remember if he has t-shirt or not, but he was sitting alone crying. Like a small boy. So I opened the door and I said, Guru Maharaj alone crying. I said, Guru Maharaj, what happened? And he couldn't talk. It took him a while to recover himself. And for me it was such a nice picture to see because the situation was very intimate and he was very in a nice mood. And when no one is there, it's the best moment to be there. So I said, Guru Maharaj, what happened? And he said, Pundarik Vidyanidhi, he's Vrishabhanu. He said, Jagannath Mishra, he's the father of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Jagannath Mishra, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Pundarik Vidyanidhi, said Radharani. So he started crying again. And I again understood. And then he said, but what happened, Guru Maharaj? He said, Krishna, give me a drop of Krishna Prana in the parental mood. And he said, Jagannath Mishra, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vrishabhanu, Radharani. Then he started crying. Just got a drop and I started crying. And then temple president came. So he came, opened the door. Guru Maharaj was already tears were clean, but he still was in the mood. So I said, ask him what happened. And he said, Maharaj, what happened? And again Guru Maharaj started crying. And again he told the same thing. So how he got a drop of Krishna Prema in parental mood. So then the next day, I have a dream. I can't remember the dream, it was a nice dream. So when Guru Maharaj, I have a nice dream, I need to tell you. So I forgot, I also have a dream. I said, what did you dream, Guru Maharaj? I started laughing because I was in Vaikuntha. And then I arrived there, Lord Narayan was there. Om Sahana Vatam Sahara Shiksha Puja, all the mantras and devotees offering prayers, oblations, big lamps. Guru Maharaj was there, Lord Vishnu. And then I felt it because Guru Maharaj was telling me, and I put myself in the position you are in Vaikuntha. So what will you do?
See Krishna.
So the first thing the Guru Maharaj said, where is Krishna? And they start laughing, they start crying. And then I start laughing because I imagine the situation, you go to Vaikuntha, where is Krishna? You don't want to go, I mean, with respect to Lord Vishnu, we love him, but you want to go to Krishna. Where Krishna bhaktas. So Guru Maharaj just soften and like being in the side, where is Krishna? And then he started crying. And he was telling me this dream. And then Lord Vishnu said, well, you cannot go back. Guru Maharaj said, no, I do whatever it is to see Krishna again. It's okay, then you need to go back to the material world. And he said, okay. And then wake up. So like that, he told me this dream. And many times he shared some very amazing dreams. That private, very beautiful dreams with Krishna, etc. So like that, Guru Maharaj is a great personality. Another thing that we always talk about that is very powerful. I mentioned Guru Maharaj this time in my offering to him. I say that after traveling with him so many years, being with him every day of my life, mainly half of my life I spent with Guru Maharaj, half with my family. Like actually half. And with my family I go to university, party here, there, so I don't really spend so much. But with Guru Maharaj I spend half, because 24 hours. So, you know, it's like when you have a wife or a husband. After the first 5 years are the golden age. Everyone happy, my husband loves me so much. After, 10 years, he's there somewhere. And after 15 years, please Prabhu, when you take Manaprastha, you told me very soon. So like that. It's, it's very difficult to get amazed. You don't get amazed easily. It's like, okay, you take it cheap. Because they're with you all the time, you take it cheap. You say that you love someone, you should let it go. And then you realize how much you love the person, but then, why you take it there, it's cheap. But the Guru Maharaj is like, even Satchidananda Maharaj mentioned his suffering, it's like always fresh. So I say, somehow, until now I don't stop amazed. I'm amazed by you. Somehow you do certain things that completely blew my mind. Like sometimes Guru Maharaj give a class and he quote one shloka that I never heard in my life. And not like, smaller shloka, but like shloka that goes on and like... So, I did 2004 Bhakti Shastri. Now I don't remember anything, it was the shlokas I learned. I never saw him stand in a shloka and he's quoting like something like, I'm like, from where he get this? And completely blew my mind. But sometimes he acts in such a way that is totally out of this world. Totally doesn't make sense. Although I become really upset because of, how is possible Guru Maharaj acting like this? But yet amazed me. Amazed me that Guru Maharaj, how he's such a great personality. And how he's completely humble. How he's so humble. Like because we read Trinada Peace, more humble than the grass. We read. And even we try to practice being more humble than the grass until some situation crosses in the middle and that's it. We lose our humility in one moment. But we see Guru Maharaj, he never lose that. Even in most difficult situations and problems and difficulty, he still remains humble. And I say, when we're in Birmingham, I mention to all my God brothers, like, how many of you, I ask, how many of you are temple president here? Temple president. How many of you are GBCs, regional secretaries? How many of you are gurus, sannyasis? We have a personality that he's most senior sannyas in ISKCON, 42 years sannyas. A few years more, he will be 50 years sannyas. 52 years sannyas, it's not a joke. Paka sannyas. We have a person that is the most senior GBC. From the 12 GBC that Prabhupada left, he's the only one remaining. Of course, Acharya Deva is at Emeritus, and few are Emeritus, but he's the only one remaining from Prabhupada's time. And he opened tons of temples, make hundreds and thousands of devotees. He's a GBC, one of the most busy GBCs in ISKCON, with Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Bhattacharya Swami, one of the most busy GBCs, Radha Maharaj. So he's like, such a position he has. And he's a guru, he has 5,000, thousands of disciples, doing puja, Guru Maharaj, giving pranami. Yet, in this very easy, because let's face it, even if someone pries you a little bit, you're already puffed up. We're already puffed up, already puffed up. Thank you, bro. Yes. Yes. We see that in our life. Let's be honest. Little bit price, we're like, oh yeah, it's okay, Prabhu. It's just my humble service. But no, we're like in the heart, the ego is like boiling. Our hormones. So we see such a great personality that even he's been boss around 24/7 the last 6 years by his servants. Goes around to this, to that. He wants to go there with the wheelchair. He said, I want to talk to her. No, Guru Maharaj, it's not time. Turn around. And Guru Maharaj breaking the wheelchair. No, I want to talk to her. No, Guru Maharaj, look, we have a person that cannot even move, that he depended completely on someone. He's completely dependent on being boss around 24 hours a day. But his disciples, yet he remained humble. Yet he remained peaceful. He doesn't complain. It's a big thing. It's not a, I don't know how to explain, but just put yourself in that situation. It's a great part. You're a guru. My disciple is telling me what to do, and I need to follow. And I don't complain. I'm still, okay, we go there, okay, we go there. But I want to go here, but there is no time. Okay, we go there, finish. This is amazing. This amazed me. This is something that blew up my mind. If you go back and tell me I'm seeing Krishna right now, it doesn't blow up my mind. But blew my mind that he is such a humble personality like that. It blew my mind out. Sometimes I'm thinking for hours, how can such a personality be like that? How can we have such a devotee in our movement like that? And how we don't realize what do we have. Very difficult to realize such a personality. Because Vaishnavas also go here, you know, you don't know. You think, oh, you don't know. It's a great Vaishnava. Great. Very tolerant. Going to tolerate all of us. Because one thing is to tolerate for one day. Yes, I can tolerate for one day. Do a pranayama, okay, call 100 times, okay, humble on the tree, tolerant. And every single detail you tolerate. And as they tolerate, especially in the environment that we are with him, I'm talking about our view of how he tolerates us in a daily life, living with him, spending time with him. It's a big thing, it's not a cheap thing, it's a very impressive thing for us. But all we get shocked. And not only us, he also tolerate other devotees, other situations. You know, the way we travel, we need to tolerate so much austerities. Going to the toilet in a small, I don't know, have you ever been in the airplane, in this airplane toilet? go to the toilet without even being able to walk with someone else inside, always squeeze, move the legs, put it here, move it here, cross it here, to dress him, lift him. Such an unbearable situation. Terrible. Just walking the steps into the airplane with the wheelchair, lifting 3, 4, in Calcutta, Indian dudes lifting, sometimes they lift, they cut the leg, blood coming out, Gumash out, unbelievable, such an austerity. And why he does such an austerity? Does he needs fame? He needs more followers, he doesn't have enough? Does he travel all of us to? Why? He doesn't have no reason not to travel. No, zero. He already whatever he achieved in his life is beyond our material conception. Yet he's still going to see all of you out of love. Because it's Prabhupada says in one class, I'm an old man and you are very young boys. It's how we love each other. It's why we love each other so much. So because we love each other so much because our relationship is not material, it's spiritual. That's why we love each other so much. So then why, how you will relate with me, an old person, different culture, like that. How we love, the love that he has for you is such a love that he does all these austerities. And sometimes, we could stay in the hotel, airport, Heathrow hotel, come on. I will stay in the hotel instead of taking all the hassle, get down, put the luggage in the car, go to the manor, climb the stairs, 2 floors, put the luggage, unpack, take a shot there, eat, give the class, pack everything again, come all the way down to Heathrow, take the flight. When you can't stay in the hotel, the devotees can come, with prasad, give a small lecture to a group of devotees and go. But no. And then he goes to houses, to visit the devotee, he does all these austerities to see all of you. That is his love for you, that's how much he cares. Within that, it's very powerful. We spend hours, months, so much energy planning, preparing things, because he wants to see you. Shesh. Very powerful thing that also amazed me from Guru Maharaj, that made me like, why? And the problem, I was telling Guru Maharaj, Maha also telling the same thing. You have a big problem with Maharaj. You are very advanced, very pure, but you have one problem. Yes, it's very important, you all understand this. You have one problem. You think and you live that you are not this body, when you have a body that is sick. But this is the problem. You all the time tell us to us, we are not this body. Please live accordingly, we are not this body. But you are living that you are not this body. And now you don't realize. So you need to come down to a normal platform, otherwise how can we relate? It's okay, you're not this body, but you have the body right here, right now. And it's not in good shape. So please, go to take rest some time. So the Guru Maharaj is in such a position. And I'm telling you something. I won't share more than this. But to be in such a position, Brahmabhuta Prashanatmana Suchatina Kanchati, when you don't hunker in on the self for anything, when you're in Brahmabhuta, when you cross the line, my experience and my understanding, my realization and what I saw and I heard, that he already crossed the line. Goma is a person that already crossed the line. And you can see by his behavior. When you cross the line means when you are not this body, that's an understanding. I'm not this body. To live according to this body is another realization. But if you're not this body, who are you? Yes, that is another realization. Who are you? We speak Diksha at the beginning. You get your knowledge. Knowledge about what? No, not about a relationship with Krishna. So when you achieve one platform, then you know your relationship with Krishna. Who are you in the spiritual world? What is your... And you live into dimensions simultaneously. And this is our Guru Maharaj, our personality we have with us. A person that he lives in 2 dimensions. And he needs to do a big effort to come down to act in a way that we can understand. And it's not only now he's acting like that, he's acting like that many years before. Such a weird way, no following time, the time never goes together with him. Sometimes he speaks with crazy people for hours, and we see also many senior devotees very advanced in service 24/7, he hasn't even talked. So we were, what's wrong? I'm here, Guru Maharaj, look at me, look at me. It's like Devamrita Maharaj. He said, my first time I see Prabhupada. It's the first time I see Prabhupada. It was terrible. Say something like that. But he said that he was working in the VVT. So Prabhupada came. And someone introduced Prabhupada, this is Devamrita Prabhu. And Prabhupada said, and turn around. It was his interaction with Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada don't even say, wow. He said, and turn around. Sometimes we see that this happened. But then why did this happen? Because when you don't think that you are your body, that's in my realization. Please bear with me and analyze yourself. We act, judge, talk to people according to our body conscious. This is good, this is bad. You shouldn't do this, you should do this. But this is our body conscious. But when you're not thinking that you're your body, you don't see good and bad. And it's a shloka in Bhagavad Gita confirming this, that you see the Brahmana, elephant, the dog eater, and the dog saying, what is it? Yes. Thank you. We see that. Vidya Nida. Vidya? Vidya Vinaya. Pandita Samadarshana. That's what I was looking for. Pandita does the Pandit Samadarshana. What's the Pandit Darshan? How he sees, how he perceives. Everyone perceives the same. And many times Guru Maharaj doesn't speak with such an exalted devotees because they're already in the position. They don't need so much. They're already on track. So where he should go, the people need the most. And if you see Guru Maharaj areas in the world, the most difficult areas, West Bengal, South America, very difficult. No money, very sentimental devotees, because there are many problems, politics, dealing with all these, very difficult people. Very nice devotees also, but very difficult yatras. It's not like yatra you say, okay, do this, it's Guru Maharaj. All organized, we're all messy around, 100 people around, 1,000 people moving here, moving there at the same time. Very difficult. So Guru Maharaj goes to the places that most needed the most. And she talked to the people that need the most. One time he told me, sometimes I don't need to speak with Indians so much. And I said, why? So because Indians are already advanced. They already know what is Guru. They already know that they surrender to Guru. Guru said this, they follow the rest of their life. They don't question. So, but Western people, they question more. They're more fallen, so they need more help. Yes. And I saw through the life that it's really true. Indians tell something, go for it. So they have more culture behind, more samskaras. But we have samskaras that are very hard, very difficult. So we see also that in Guru Maharaj, how he acts in this way that he doesn't judge, he doesn't act. We think that Guru should act as I want to act, as I will have act. Sometimes I say like, Guru must talk with some crazy people and like, but you should throw her out, never come back again, it's crazy. How can Guru Maharaj do like this? But that's how I will do. But he is not me. But Krishna's mercy. He has different understanding. So that's how Guru behaves also. This is a realization how he behaves with the devotee, how he is in another platform. And that is very encouraging for us. Because when we serve Guru, we can meditate in all these things. Think that we are not with an ordinary personality. He shows make some jokes with us sometimes, give us a hug, relate to us, just to relate to us in this platform. But this is in another platform, completely beyond our understanding, or at least my understanding. That is a personality that is Jayapataka always fresh, Ekanatha always fresh. Yes. There are more stories. I don't know, you want to make a break?
We'll take a break. We'll have Guru Maharaj's video and then we'll get back.
Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai. Hare Krishna. So we will have a video presentation of Guru Maharaj. It's his Vyasa Puja address. After which we'll once again have Ekanatha who is speaking another half an hour. If it's all okay with you all, we have a lot of time. Then we'll have cake.